I'm doing a review of a pair of headphones that I believe deserve a comparison and a half. Now we got the Beats by Dre Studios with value for $2.99 at bestbuy.com and other retail stores. And we also got the Bose QC15 Quiet Comfort 15s that also go for $299.99 at all your retail stores. Now we have a big issue due to the fact that people don't understand music and the sound quality and everything with that stuff related. They go for Beats because of the looks, cosmetics, the brand name, and etc., while the Bose at least offers some good quality and noise cancellation. Now both are name brands, I won't lie to you. There are other clear headphone brands like Shure, Audio-Technica, Sennheiser, and etc. like that. But we're going to be talking about Bose, especially if you're willing to spend $300. Which one should you go for? So let's get right to it, guys. I won't waste any more of your time. So immediately, as you can see from the bottom of these boxes, Beats by Dre puts a lot more time into their packaging just by the size here. So since they put so much, hey, let's open it up, right? So slide that guy out. Here's Beats by Dre by Monster, obviously. And let's open this up. So over here we have all the goodies, batteries, 1/4-inch jack, and manual that lies within here somewhere, and other stuff like that, just quick accessories. And here is the case holding the prized possession headphones, which we will get to in a second. So, and as you can see, closing this can be quite a pain. Excellent. First try. Second try. Now here's the Bose QC15's very simple design. Oh, look at that, it's open for me. Pop it open. Here's the product right here. No sliding, no pulling, just pop it open. And of course your manual, warranty, and all your other goodies are inside over there. So that's the Bose QC15 box. Now right over here we got the Bose and the Beats by Dre case. Both are clamshell cases, and for those that don't know what a clamshell case is, it is a case that opens in such manner, like that. So let's take the product out real quickly. Now I just want to focus on the case real quickly because this is a very big aspect. See, what's nice about the Bose case is the fact that you have reinforcement on the front and also on the back. What this reinforcement does, it aids with the weight distribution, meaning that if I go ahead and push this, which I'm doing really hard, you're not going to add too much. I mean, the weight's going to be spread evenly. You're not going to damage the item within. So it's really nice. It's a much stronger case, very hard compared to this junky, very plastic sounding one, which very, it's very cheap. When we open both of them up, we do have little spaces for accessories. Over here, these are brand new, so I haven't had the time to open this plastic up and take all the wires and little toys and gizmos out. But we do have a space right over here where you can put them inside in this little Velcro pulley thing. We also have a space over here for our business cards if you are a professional of some sort. And the best part of this case is the fact that you do have actual molding for the headphones themselves, so that when you put them inside, they protect the interior speakers, which is just an excellent feature from Bose that you want, especially if you're traveling or putting these away for a certain amount of time. So that's the Bose case. Now the the Beats case, you have this little pop-out thing. It's weird. It holds something, I don't know. It's like leggings for my fingers. It's supposed to hold the wires, I presume. That's it. It's a hard case, but that's it though. So I mean, listen guys, I made a chart just to speed this up. You guys can pause it at this point, or you guys can see it if you just want the gist of these. But here's a chart. You can pause it right about now if you just want this. Now, if you don't, the case obviously goes to QC15 Bose, just because of the way it's designed in terms of protecting your investment, and also because it stores nice accessories. I kind of dig it. So now that we got the cases out of the way, I do want to spend some time with the fact that there is some portability involved here. So since we started with the case, let's just bring them back. Which one looks smaller, guys? What do you think? Sadly, even though I don't really want to agree, I think the Beats one does look smaller, but it comes at a price. It's thicker. It's a lot thicker. So you wouldn't want this to be bumping on your hip while you're walking, or bumping on your bag while you're walking if you're an idiot who puts stuff on their bag to get stolen. Also, if you put this in your bag, this is going to take up a lot more space than this, you know, I don't want to call it paper thin, but it is very thin. I can put this in my, you know, North Face book bag or luggage with no worries whatsoever. It's going to take up too much space. Now, that's just the portability aspect. Now, coming to the headphone, when it comes to their portability part, we do have a headphone that folds, just as this does. The, what do you call them? The Beats Studios. And these guys, which they don't fold, but if they did have the option to, you can see that they're very bendy, very nice, very portable, very bendy. I do like these. They swivel. They also do have adjustable points that fit to your head. So it's very nice, both of them. Now, honestly, I feel that these are more portable just because of the fact that if you are buying these headphones, I'm pretty sure the people that are buying the Bose are going to be traveling a lot more than people that are buying these studios, you know, flying, taking train, etc. So that's just how I feel, personal preference. I feel the Bose are more portable, but due to the fact that, you know, Beats did spend the time to make these fold, I'm going to have to give it to Studios that they are more portable just because of the fact that they fold and you can slightly get that smaller space just because of the thing. But remember, this is all about preference, so if you're flying, go with the Bose QC15s. If you're not flying, Studios, which the majority would be Studios. So portability, the Studios, excuse me, do win. Now I do want to focus on the wires and their functions. So now that the headphones have been slightly discussed, let's just talk about that quickly. All right, guys. Now, even though I threw these, we do actually need them. The inline is actually right in there. I don't know if you can see that circle, and then this little box shape, which kind of completes the thing. Over here, we just have the inline right there. It's just a standard 3.5 auxiliary cable. Now, the included cables for the Studios lie right in front of us, as well as the wire for the Bose QC15s. The wire for this is a standard elbow joint to a straight end 3.5mm jack. This is a standard auxiliary cable. What's nice about it does have a play pause and a mic feature right over here, which is really neat. The other cable is also an auxiliary cable, has no other functions to it but just transmitting audio to the device. As for this one, this is what I was talking about. This unusual auxiliary cable and this weird box part over here that kind of just fits in perfectly. Following it, we do have a volume control, play pause in the middle, and a volume a mic right there in the back. When you buy the Bose QC15s, you do get two of these cables, one with this and one without it. So it's nice that with both of these products, you do get two wires. Now, immediately, just by comparing these, you know, these play pause buttons, I would say that the QC15s would win due to the fact that it's more smaller and compact and just nicer looking. But due to the fact that these direct connections, the Bose is very specific. If this were to break, you'd have to contact Bose directly, which is just a pain. As opposed to this, you could just buy another auxiliary jack for like $5. Or, you know, if you're smart, you got a whole bunch of these laying around your house. That's something you could do. So, unfortunately, due to the fact that I don't want to, I'm going to have to give it to the Studios. The Studios do win with the wires. Now, with the wires with and without the function, the play pause, and one without the play pause, both Studio and QC15s do have that, so I gave them both a check. Now, we talked about everything here, case portability. I do want to talk about battery really quickly. Like I mentioned before, these do have noise cancellation. And what's funny enough is that this Bose product right in front of me is famous because right now in the market, this is the best headphone for noise cancellation. Funny enough, it only takes one battery. One little AAA battery. Funny enough, right? Now that AAA battery allows you to go ahead and have the best noise cancellation on the market. You go to a Best Buy and put these on, they're not even playing music, but when you put them on, they block out all the noise possible. You put on these Beats though, you get the most terrible noise cancellation alive. It is a joke. And these guys, these take two AAAs. I have a theory. I think these AAAs, these two AAAs power up an amplifier that's actually inside the headphone just to give it more volume and bass boost. that whole noise cancellation is just a big joke to me. The Bose do win with the noise cancellation, and in contract, which requires a battery with these, 1 battery versus 2 batteries, come on guys, we know which one's the winner. Right over here, the QC15s win because they take 1 battery. Now remember, they both take batteries, and what's bad about both of the headphones? When the battery dies, the headphone can no longer be used. You need to swap out a new battery and put it in immediately, or you won't be able to use them. They will be useless. Keep that in mind. Now next on my list, we talked about the wires, the cases, the portability, if I'm not mistaken. Now we got comfort, look, durability, and sound. So let's talk about durability really quickly. Durability, hands down, goes to the Bose just because they're so much more versatile as opposed to this plastic junk right over here, which somehow looks nice. I'm not going to get too much into it, but if you guys want to watch what I call the ultimate stress test, this link right over here will be for the for the Beats Studios ultimate stress test, where I attempt to break them, and over here is for the Bose QC15s, where I attempt to murder them. I put them through hell. Click each link to see the durability on each one. I have independent videos for both of them, and that's that. So that's the durability. Now as for the comfort, they both feature oval headphones, oval ear cups, which is great. Oval ear cups fits the shape of our ears because our ears are oval, not boxes or circles. Now, even though they both have that, one is more comfortable than the other, and I'm going to say right now, the Bose is more comfortable, just because of the fact that it bends with your shape of the head much more better. It's more versatile, like I mentioned before. The headband has one of the best cushions that I've ever felt. It's super spongy, as opposed to this kind of, it's kind of stiff. It's there, it's comfortable, but it's not as comfortable for the headband. And even though, you know, the ear cup's really soft, and this is also really soft, as you can see by the diameter, the Bose has a bigger diameter than the Beats, which has a smaller one. And the problem here is that when you put these on, your ear fits nice and has some leeway room right over here, so that, you know, you're not sweating or your ear gets irritated. When you put this on, your ear fits perfectly and snug, which is nice in the winter, but in the summer, dare you wear these, you're going to be sweating, and that's what's going to deteriorate this cushion. And on top of that, if you have earrings, the bottom part's going to hurt you. So when it comes to the comfort, the Bose QC15s by miles, they win. So now we have left the look and sound. Now, I personally feel that Beats by Dre is more, it targets the younger generation. I'm 19, so I'm not one to really talk, but anyone 23 and below, I feel this is an absolute, you know, they would agree this is a beautiful headphone. It's just stylish. It comes in different colors, even though I made these are my creation, so you can't buy these same color scheme. But they're just a beautiful headphone. They're meant, you know, they're just stylish. I can't really get too much more. These are not even headphones, to be honest with you. These are more of apparel. I see people trying to match their sneakers with their headphones nowadays. So the style definitely goes to that, and style and looks, I would definitely give it to the Beats. Now, I'm not trying to, you know, shit on Bose. Bose looks really nice. I feel this has a sophisticated style. Whenever I chill with my friends, go to Manhattan or, you know, Upper West Side, I'm going to the city, stuff like that. I live in New York. I love these. They don't draw me too much attention. I'm not afraid to get robbed on the A train because some thug wants some crappy headphones, which are the Beats right over here. These are really nice. They're sophisticated. They're classy. Bose is a well-respected name. You're not going to get no grief from these. And when you put these on the subway, man, you're by yourself. No one cares about you. You don't have to care about them because you can't even hear them. Excellent. I like both of them, but due to the fact that, you know, the majority tends to aim towards one headphone, I would say Studios win the look aspect of my chart over here. Now when it comes to sound, come on, Bose right over there. I actually found this to be a joke. Someone asked me to make this review, and I was like, really? You can't figure it out yourself? But you know what? Working at Best Buy, people don't really know the difference, so I thought I had to make this video for a reason. The Bose has the best sound, period. Beats is terrible. I'm going to give you guys 2 reasons why. 1, I'm going to explain it, and 2, I'm going to give you a price value. With my employee discount, I get Beats Studios for $165. With my employee discount, I get Bose for $225. Both cost $300 for you. Which one you think is more valuable? More construction, more time put into it? Obviously the Bose. That's just one thing. Okay, let's get back to the sound, right? So, the noise cancellation. It removes ambient noise from all around. It doesn't distract you. It lets you focus on your music. I could have these playing at 50% volume. I won't hear anything around me, and I'll love it. It'll sound great. What happens when you put something like this on? You hear things around you. So what you do, you raise your volume for you to drown out the noise. And then you're already like at 85%, using up power, hurting your ears. Well, you don't think it's hurting, but it's actually damaging your ears. And just to, get the compensation that this can give you at 50% volume or maybe even lower. So that's just something about the noise cancellation in total. As for the sound, people don't understand sound. They think, oh wow, the bass is thumping. That sounds great. Good for you. That's bass. That's just a little thing we call bass. It's, it's part of music. I'm an audiophile. I know the difference between everything that should be included in your music. You have a thing called highs, your mids, your lows, alright? And when they're all connected nicely, that's what we call a good headphone. And when the bass comes into play, and it doesn't overthrow or overempower the music, that's what we also call a good headphone that has good bass. The thing is, the Beat Studio has overempowering bass. Now, you probably don't think about it. You think it has thumping bass, but the thing about this is that you can't appreciate your acoustics of the music, any real instruments in the background. And on top of that, your highs, if you have someone, singer, Singapore, saying something, that S kind of hurts you when you have this, or the snare on a drum set, they kind of hurt. The highs are not really that balanced, and then the lows are kind of weird on this too, and the bass is just overempowering. The bass is powerful, but I'm sorry, it kind of just ruins the whole headphone. Over here, the bass is appropriate. I use that term because that is what is, it's there, it's noticeable, it's strong, but it doesn't distract you from the rest of your music. The highs, the mids, and the lows, what I like about these headphones, they're all intertwined in a very good DNA type of thing that works together. It's not, more than the other. Excellent headphone. They sound great. Remember, these are also acoustic headphones, so if you have any, actual, piano, guitar, trumpet, saxophone, stuff like that, jazz, it'll sound excellent. So guys, looking at this, the sound rocks on the QC15s. We have a 4:6 ratio here. The winner's Bose QC15, guys. If you guys have a problem with anything I'm saying, hopefully you guys believe me in some form or another. But if you go to Best Buy, you have a 30-day return policy with anything that you buy headphone related. So I say go for the QC15s. If you don't agree with me, come back, return them, and get your studios. You should not be hesitant about how to spend your money, guys. But if you guys are initially going to Best Buy to buy Beats by Dre Studios for $300, remember there are much more better things out there. Anyway, guys,